Welcome back to the Morning Lap. I'm your host, Aiden Morgan. Let's get right into it. We had 3 games last night. Kings versus Hurricanes. Carolina won 5-4. They were down 4-1 against the LA Kings going into the third period. They scored 3 unanswered goals to tie it up in the third period, and then they forced overtime and scored, beating the Kings to have their sixth straight win now, showing that they're pretty dominant and that they're a force to be reckoned with after the All-Star break in terms of the playoffs, which is what we're starting to shape up in the league to see. So we'll see how they do after that All-Star break. They've shown that they've got what it takes, and we'll see. So after that, we had the Senators Canadiens. Again, another good Canadian matchup. This one was won by Ottawa 5-4 with Brady Tkachuk scoring within the last minute and a half left in the third period. So almost overtime. It was a pretty physical game, as you can see from some highlights all over the web. Just big game for them. A rivalry that we often see a lot of. After that, we had the Capitals versus Blue Jackets. I had to predict that the Capitals were going to lose, but they actually won 4-3 against the Blue Jackets in overtime. Thanks to Evgeny Kuznetsov. So that's a good break for them. Bad break for the Blue Jackets in terms of going to the All-Star break. Confidence booster and confidence breaker for each team. And we'll see how that goes. So again, we have some of the news coming out of the league. We have again Brady Tkachuk as the captain scoring the game winner for the Senators, which was a big boost for his profile, but also the team as well. They've been pretty hot recently. So we'll see how that mentality, especially after the All-Star break, or they need to recharge, see how they are able to come back out of that break. After that, again, I just did a big podcast on Bo Horvat in the trade. It is confirmed that he's going to be playing for the Pacific as a Canuck on his patch. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be funny to see hockey Twitter go wild over it. But yeah, and then we also got some Connor McDavid news. He's actually not, he's the fastest person in the league by far. He's not going to be participating in the speed event at the All-Star game. Rather, he is doing the accuracy challenge, which is a new thing for him. We always watch him in his speed. So that'll be interesting to see. Best player by far in the league by a long shot. But yeah, we got 2 games tonight on the NHL slate. We got the Carolina Hurricanes again versus the Buffalo Sabres. And in this matchup, the Hurricanes just played last night. Sabres are on a bender. I'm going to say that we're going to see the Sabres actually beat the Hurricanes outright. I'm going to say 5-3. I know that on November 4th they met, and the Hurricanes won then 5-3, but the Sabres have actually turned it up recently, and they're actually looking really good. They're exciting to watch. One of the best teams to watch, honestly. So we'll see how that turns out. Stay tuned for that tonight. That's going to be a good game on TNT. And then the second game is the Bruins versus Maple Leafs. A classic matchup against 2 powerhouse teams. Bruins lead this season matchup 2-1, taking the last 2. So that, again, Bruins have been dropping games left and right recently. Hopefully they can, actually I know they're going to win tonight. Maple Leafs are going to easily let them. Maple Leafs are still without Austin Matthews, which is a big key for their offensive production. But we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to say Bruins 4-2 easily. And that's gonna end the slate for all the games before the All-Star break. So we'll see how that turns out, and stay tuned for another episode. And go check out the newest YouTube video on the Bo Horvat trade to figure out more about how it's going to affect each team, both Canucks and the Islanders, for more in depth on that.